In Nigeria today, a number of people are living with mental health challenges and they do not know. They don't have an idea of what exactly is wrong with them. They just know that their mind is not coordinated, but they couldn't put a name to what exactly is wrong with them. And few persons who have been able to diagnose that they have mental health challenges or who recognize the symptoms of mental health challenges could not actually find help or seek help because of stigmatization. They believe that mental health challenges is the same thing as insanity, so they don't want to like come up and say, oh, I think my mind is not fine. Okay, and a number of persons who actually get to the point of, okay, I've been able to identify with a therapist, I'm working on myself, could not could not stay through the process of being consistent, doing what they need to do to ensure that they are mentally fit and stable and back into their daily activities the way they should be back to it. A number of them feel that it's too strenuous to put up with some of the assignments you have to do on your mind, and that's why I just felt, okay, there's a way to keep it simple. Okay, so we are going to start with what mental health is. Get aware first. Let's even see, do you know what mental health is? Do you know the symptoms? So let's start from there. So from there, gradually we move to how you can actually manage these challenges, and that puts you in better position to be very productive in year 2023. Okay, so what is mental health challenges? Okay, let me start and make it simple this way, that a person is said to be mentally stable or mentally well when he or she could perceive himself or herself in a positive light. When he or she could put up with daily challenges without much difficulties, when he or she could actually go through life on a daily basis effectively. Then when a person has control on his or her mind, you can say that this person has mental wellness. Okay, so having said that, like I said the other time, it's important that we actually get to know our mental health status. Why? Because mental health is it's something that when you come to the realization of how to manage the challenges of mental health, or when you are aware of mental health, you will be able to have all-round health. Okay, I personally believe that mental health answers to all-round health. You know why I said that? When your mind is sick, every aspect of your life is going to be sick. For instance, your business, your marriage, your finance, your parenting system, even your relationship wise, relating with other people and all of that is going to be very, very difficult. Relating with life is going to be very, very, unamazing. Okay, uninteresting. And that's why I believe that mental health answers to all-round health. And of course, when your mind is sick, it's just a little, just give it a little time. Your body also will be sick. A number of sickness that many people go to hospital for are things that begin with their mind. Okay, there are things that begin with the fact that their mind was not well. Let their mind be well, they will respond very quickly to treatments medically if something is actually wrong with them. All right, so what are the importance of mental health awareness? Why do you need to be aware of your mental health status? Number one, it reduces mental health crisis. Okay, and number two is that it helps your parenting relationship. It's help your parent-child relationship. You relate better with your children when you're mentally stable. I remember, oftentimes parents usually come around to show up counseling clinic and they're like, madam, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I'm just too hard on my children. Some will say I'm too hard. I guess I'm too hard on my 3 years. I'm too hard on my toddler. I don't have patience for my children. My teenagers are frustrating me. I can't just keep it calm and cool. Yes, when you are not able to manage your emotions, or when you are not in charge of your mind, it's easier to lose it when it comes to children. Okay, so knowing your mental health status is going to help you in your parent-child relationship. It's going to boost it, it's going to enhance it. Of course, you are going to have energy, maximum energy for daily productivity, and trust me, 2023 will come out to be a very good year. Of course, there is going to be stability in all round. There will be sanity, there will be stability. You'll be able to take informed decisions that can actually guarantee growth, and of course, you're going to be internally and socially adjusted. That is, you're going to be able to be peaceful within you, and that also helps people to relate with you better because you are calm and cool. Okay, and of course, you have a very balanced and fulfilled life. Generally, we have improved society that way, and of course, promotion of healthy lifestyle continues in our society. Okay, so what are the indications that you are a bit challenged mentally, when or probably you are prone to mental health challenges? Because oftentimes a number of people do not know, when they are actually mentally down. They don't know, and they actually stay in that particular state until things become bad. And that's why it's important that you are aware of the symptoms of mental health challenges, so that when you see any of these, you could actually find help on time. And let me tell you that no one is immune against mental health challenges, or no one, including therapists. We all just have information that could actually help us to recover very quickly. Okay, so either rich, poor, tall, short, anybody, irrespective of the skin color, could be affected with mental health challenges. Okay, so what are the symptoms? To keep it simple, number one is that when you notice that you are losing your sleep too frequently, probably like 4 days, you couldn't get enough sleep. 3 days, you couldn't get enough sleep. Then you have to actually call yourself to order, know surely that something is wrong somewhere. Or probably when you consistently lose your appetite for like 5 days consistently, that is telling you that, oh, something is wrong with your mind. Okay, keeping it simple, mental health is just your mind is not well. That's just it. Do you understand? Your mind is not stable, your mind is not coordinated enough. Simple. All right, so when you notice that you are not eating the way you should, so that's a pointer to the fact that your mind is not adjusted. Okay, and or when you discover that you are overeating, you are eating too much, in 3 hours you have eaten, in less than 3 hours, okay, you have eaten, or you drink anything in sight, you eat anything in sight, that could also be calling your attention to the fact that something is wrong with your mind. Okay, being anxious, being fearful is another pointer. Not socializing, when you discover that you don't just feel like opening your mouth. You don't want to open your mouth, you don't want to talk to anybody, you don't want to call out, or you don't want to pick calls, you don't just want to talk to anybody, your mouth is heavy, you don't want to answer greetings, you don't want to talk to anybody, you don't want to just open the mouth, you don't want to open those lips. Okay, those are indication that something is actually wrong with your mind. When you just want to be alone, just alone to yourself, you don't even want to be on social media, you don't just want to socialize, you don't want to relate with anybody, that is actually a signal that you need urgent attention, because when you get to that point, you are already getting to the extreme, and you need to quickly break the cycle and seek help. Yes, so that you don't go overboard. All right, inability to coordinate your thoughts consistently. When you get to the point that thoughts, like thousands, hundreds of thoughts, just flow your mind, in a jiffy, that is also telling you that, oh, you have to pay attention to that mind. When that mind just speak on any, like thousands of thoughts at a time, then something is wrong. You are not mentally well, and you have to seek help. Okay, when you notice that you are not able to carry out your daily activities the way you should, none irritates you. You don't want to do your normal things. You don't want to go about your daily schedule the way you should have done, and probably details bores you. Normal things just bore you. You don't want to take your bath, you don't want to brush your teeth, you don't want to step out of the house, you don't want to eat, you don't want to dress well, you don't want to make your hair, you don't want to bother about what you wear or what you don't wear. You don't just care. Okay, you just want to be in your space. That is also an indication that your mind is not well, and you have to seek help. Hypersensitive. When you're so sensitive, too sensitive, people just get on your nerves anyhow. Anything just get on your nerves at any point in time. You are just losing your temper consistently without you even knowing why or how. You don't have control over your temper. All of these are indication that your mind is not well, and you need to seek help. Or when you lack energy, or motivation to live, you don't just want to live, you don't just see reasons why you should leave or why you should get dressed and go out of the house. You don't just see reasons. You don't have motivation, you don't have energy. Not that you are sick or you're on the hospital bed, but you don't just have motivation to live. You are not sick, medically, but yet you are tired of living. Those are the indication that your mind is not well, and you will need help. Okay, continuous sadness. Yeah, sometimes it begins from here. When you notice that you are just sad consistently for about 3-4 days, please get help immediately. All right, then when it gets to the point, this is aggravated points now, when you need to now take substance, or you need to take a particular form of drug before you can be happy, or before you can sleep, or before you can have motivation. Probably you have to take a substance, or you have to take a drink, or you have to just do something nasty with yourself before you could actually be happy. Then definitely you are getting overboard, and of course you need urgent help. Or when you begin to see that you have to fulfill a particular desire before you can be happy, probably you have to have sexual intercourse, you have to smoke, you have to inject yourself with substance, you have to you just have to do some nasty things before you can be well. Then you need urgent attention. And of course, when you just discover that you lack confidence, you experience continuous confusion, all these are indication that you need help. Okay, and you don't take these symptoms lightly. A number of people out there are seeing these symptoms, and I want to encourage you, when you notice any of these symptoms, your mind is calling to the attention that it needs help, and don't ignore that call. And of course, when you also notice any of these symptoms in people that are close to you, don't ignore, because you have to be your brother's keeper. Okay, when you notice that your brother or your sister or somebody very close to you, your spouses, your child, come up with any of these symptoms, then you have to see how you could quickly come to their rescue before they go overboard, before they become suicidal, or before they go overboard. Let me just put it that way. All right, so I would like to see you next time. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, I pray you do so. so that we can consistently enjoy ourselves. My name is Tosin, your counseling psychologist. You can also visit us on all our social media handles, and also you could call at us at Your Hope Counseling Clinic anytime you want to. Alright, bye for now. See you on the next video.
Are you searching for professional counseling services appealing and available to individuals, schools, families, communities, corporate and religious organizations at an affordable rate? Look no further. Sure Hope Counseling Clinic is a registered counseling firm and a recognized member of the Counseling Association of Nigeria. Sure Hope Counseling Clinic offers services in the following categories: toddler and preschool development counseling, preteens and teens counseling, premarital counseling, marital counseling, parenting, rehabilitation and remedial counseling, corporate counseling. Other services include book sales, library services and training. We also offer home services for children and the aged. Likewise, we treat addiction and offer therapy for mental well-being. Sure Up Counseling Clinic is located at 99 Idito Bus Stop, adjacent Oluyolu Shasha O, Puliyeleyele Road, Ibadan. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sure Up Counseling Clinic. For inquiry, visit our website www.shcounselingclinic.org.ng or call 0803 537 6009.